All right, good afternoon to the Mustang and Quarrier Nation. Big Sioux Media down at the Sanford Sports Complex here at the Diamonds. Kind of had a nice little weather delay, so we apologize for the late start. This is Deron Ruesch with Big Sioux Media, and joining me today, got a birthday guy, Carter Sorensen. How are you today, Carter?
I'm great. How about yourself?
Doing well. Man, now the wind has switched from coming directly in out of the southwest, so going from center field right into home plate. Let's get into the starting lineups right away here for the Quarriers. Batting first at third base, we have Alexi Sheriff. Batting second at center field, Paige Trewin. Batting third at catcher, we have Riley Helverson. Batting fourth at pitcher, Katie Kawigny. Batting fifth at shortstop, we have Ellie Olson. Batting sixth at left field, Emma Lamfer. And then batting seventh at second place, Josie Price. Batting eighth at right field, Addison Vanthoff. And batting ninth is the designated player is Kylie Gillette. And then I think, what did I have Sykes as? Is she playing first base? I didn't write that down.
Nope. But yes, I think she's playing third. She's a three.
Yep, so she's first base.
Yep.
I knew I didn't write something down. All right, jumping over to the Tri-Valley. Over to Tri-Valley, Cadence Davey will be batting first today. She is catching. In the second spot at second base, Sienna Helverson. Fun little fact, we got Sienna and Riley opposing teams, sister versus sister. Looks like Tri-Valley's going to be the home team. Batting third and pitching for Tri-Valley is Emery Jones. Batting fourth at first base is Emery Pearson. Batting fifth at shortstop, Izzy Davey. You want to introduce the sixth batter at third base?
Yep. At sixth batter would be my sister, Haley Sorensen.
Batting seventh in center field, Ava Christensen. Batting eighth in left field is Maddie Heavey. And the designated player for Tri-Valley batting ninth is Reagan Pearson. And playing out in right field is Peyton Vogt. Tri-Valley's going to be the home team. They are wearing their maroon jerseys with white pants. Quarriers are wearing all black uniforms. This should prove to be a great lineup here. This game was supposed to be, not this game, but Tri-Valley and Dell Rapids were going to be playing. We're going to be playing last Thursday, but due to the rain, that game was postponed till like May 23rd. So this is the first time these teams have seen each other. Tri-Valley is number 2 in the state for Class A ball, and the Quarriers are number 3. So let's get things started here. First one's in there for a ball. Again, Lexi Sheriff batting for the Quarriers. That one's fouled back. Count goes to 1-1. Thanks for tuning in with an extremely windy afternoon. Neutral territory for both these teams. What do you think the odds of getting some over center field is right now?
Well, right now I think it's going to be pretty tough.
Alverson picks up the ball and throws it over to first base for the first out.
Especially with the 30-mile-an-hour winds blowing straight at us. So
yep.
Shouldn't see too many balls leave the yard today.
Trewin now batting for the Quarriers. First one's in there for a swinging strike. Strike two. So have you been able to tune in to any of your sister's games, Carter?
Been to a few, and then, yeah, every now and then I'll watch them on the old Big Sioux, and, yeah.
What do you think of the Lady Stang season so far?
Playing amazing. One loss to the Trojans there. And, I mean, yeah, playing great softball. The bats are there. They got pitching, and we got depth this year. And so
Riley Helverson coming to the plate. Two outs, nobody on. Emery Jones pitching for Tri-Valley. She's had a spectacular season so far. That one's high for ball one. I don't know if there's any way for us to decrease this wind noise in the mics. I'm going to turn the gain down a little bit. We'll try it.
Typical South Dakota weather.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, also one note for this game, we are only playing 5 innings to try to speed things along to get this Dak-12 tournament back on schedule. 2 and 2 is the count, 2 outs. There's a shot down the first baseline. They're going to call that fair ball. Going into second base, and she is in safe.
Real close there.
So Helverson stretches that hit down the first base line into a double. Now batting at pitcher today is Katie Coigney. I appreciate her stopping over, making sure we pronounce her name correctly. So the Quarriers get 1 runner in scoring position. Play back over to second base. Back in safe. Quigney's going to hit that one over to Davey. Play over to first base. Gets her for the 3rd out. Quarriers leave 1 stranded with 1 hit. No runs. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Looking for a way to make your business or organization stand out? Look no further than Absolute Business Promotions. We specialize in creating custom items for fundraising events, booster clubs, weddings, baby and bridal showers, anniversaries, birthday parties, sports teams apparel and uniforms, spirit wear, parades, banquets, awareness events, and so much more. Visit AbsoluteBusinessPromotions.com or call us at 605-204-5255 and let us help you bring your business to life.
All right, we are heading to the bottom of the first. Again, for the Quarriers, this is how their outfield looks. Helverson is catching. Pitching is Coigney. First base, I believe, was Sykes. Second base is Price. Third base is Sheriff. Olson is shortstop. Left field is Lampher. Center field is Trewin, and right field is Vanthoff. So Tri-Valley, their first 3 batters is Cadence Davey, along with Sienna Helverson and Emery Jones. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So the Quarriers, their very first game of the morning was against Lennox. They ended up winning that one 14-2. And then Tri-Valley played Lennox right after that. And Tri-Valley, we had to end that game early due to the rain moving in. Didn't want to damage the equipment. Tri-Valley won that game 14-4. Again, we're only playing 5 innings according to the umps to kind of speed this up a little bit. Cadence Davey in the box, ready to go. First one's in there for a ball. Coigny pitching for the Quarriers. That one's high for ball 2. Fun little fact, the last 2 times the Quarriers have met, they have beat the Mustangs. Last year they won 19-4, and that very first year, Davies fouls that one way over to the field on the other side of the left field line. 2-1, and then the Quarriers won the inaugural softball season 15-0. Tri-Valley's only loss came to West Central this year. Quarriers lost to Madison back on April 25th, 5-3. And then back on April 10th, they lost to West Central 11-1. There's a pop-up. That wind is going to take that one way out of play. What do you think? Did that drift like 30 feet?
Oh, yeah. I think so. Came right just to the other side of first base and went over the other side of the dugout there.
Yeah, got to be a challenge here this afternoon with pop flies.
These 2 pitchers on the mound for both teams, their pitchers are going to be moving, got the wind at their back. And
that one's fouled back. Backstop stops that one. 2-2 remains the count for Cadence. There's a strikeout for Coigny. Now batting for Tri-Valley is Sienna Helverson. Her sister Riley got a double here in the first inning for the Quarriers. That one's hit up, and it's going to be drifting back. And shortstop was tracking that one, and it drifted all the way out of foul territory. And nice catch there by the third baseman. 2 outs, nobody on. Now batting for Tri-Valley is the pitcher, Emery Jones. First one's high for ball 1. That one's in there for strike 1. Looks like if you have a long hair and you're out pitching, looks like that gets in your way of throwing your pitches off a little bit. That one's fouled straight down. 1-2 is the count on Jones. Jones fouls that one back out of play. Jones fouls that one down the third baseline. Really like how Tri-Valley, the batters, back out, kind of work on their rotation and their form.
Yep.
What's your favorite pitch to swing at, Carter, if you're playing baseball?
When I'm playing baseball, I like it. I hate lefty-lefty because I'm a lefty on that when I'm batting.
Oh, gotcha.
And I like it when the righties hang me a nice curveball.
That one is high for ball 2, 2-2. Jones wraps that one foul.
Nice quality at bat here.
That one's in there in the dirt for ball 3. Full count here. Yeah, when you have a nice quality at bat, hopefully Baby trying to wear down that pitcher right away early. And Jones goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts for Quigney. And that'll do it here for the first inning. Tri-Valley, no hits, no runs. We are tied. We're still at no score, 0-0. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
If you have insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson, president of White Insurance. They have all of your insurance needs from farm, home, auto, business, crop, life, and health insurance. White Insurance is located at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks. For all of your insurance needs, contact Lisa Johnson of White Insurance, 605-543-5722, or stop in at 409 Northwest Avenue in Crooks.
Wow, I think that breeze coming straight at us from center field's got to be close to 30 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I see I had my scoreboard wrong. My apologies to the Quarriers. Now batting is Ellie Olson for the Quarriers. That one's in there for strike 2. 0-2 is the count.
Painting that low and away. That's a tough pitch to hit there.
And there's a strikeout from the start of the second inning for Jones. It's her second strikeout of the day. Now batting for the Quarriers is Emma Lampher. That one's fouled back. One out, one strike. That one's low, ball 1. That one's just a little low, ball 2, 2-1. Good ball movement here by Jones. Trying to make him chase. That one's going to drift foul out of play.
Wow.
That is crazy. That should have normally been right down the right field line, and now the umpire loses his hat. Yeah, man, with this wind, I bet you that ball is drifting 30, 40 feet. 2-2's the count. And there's a punch out for Jones. Now batting is Josie Price. 2 strikeouts here, 2 outs for Tri-Valley. one's in there for a swinging strike. That one's low, ball one. Nice strike there. Yeah, Jones seems to be in command of her pitches. Looks like she's putting them right where she wants them. And there's 3 strikeouts for Jones to get out of the second inning. We're still no score here at the Sanford Sports Complex. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
New Hope Chiropractic has been serving the Tri-Valley School District and surrounding areas for the last 17 years. We've been a longtime supporter of Tri-Valley fine arts and athletics. If you have a need for chiropractic care, or maybe even a condition or symptom that isn't necessarily back or muscle related, give us a try. Over 3,000 patients already have. We're located in Crooks. We're open Monday through Friday, with evening appointments available on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give us a call at 543-5700. Enjoy the game, and let's continue to support our Mustangs.
All right, coming back for the bottom of the second inning. Way things are looking, Carter, this could be a very low-scoring game. 2 really good teams here in Class A ball as Emery Pearson's batting for Tri-Valley. Takes that one for a ball.
Separating each other by only about 20 minutes.
It's always fun with those neighborhood rivalry games.
It's awesome.
I love these. High for ball 2. Emery Pearson is going to take that one for a swinging strike, 2-1. Quigney kind of working that upper end. That's fouled out of play, 2-2. That one is in there for a strike. Izzy Davey coming to the box for Tri-Valley. Izzy's going to hit that one up. It is drifting and drifting and drifting. Yeah, that drifted a solid 30 feet. I mean, that was just to the, as we're looking at it, just to the right of the second baseman, and it almost drifted all the way to the fence. There's a wrap to second base.
Stop.
Davey is put out for out number 2 at first base.
Nice ball.
Nice play there by the Quarriers. Yeah, after a hard hit ball there by Davey. Haley Sorensen batting for Tri-Valley. 2 outs. First one's in there for a strike. Strike 2. 0-2. Sorensen goes down in the count. Want to give a shout out to all the Quarrier and Mustang students that maybe have a great teacher that may want is streaming this game. So shout out to the students of both these schools. 1-2 is the count here for Sorensen. 2 outs, nobody on. That one's high, 2-2. Appreciate you helping out this afternoon, Carter.
Yeah, no problem.
Next thing you know, the Twins will be hiring you.
Oh, I hope so.
That one's fouled back. Well, what's summer baseball looking like for you?
You know, I think it's going to be a good year. A lot of our guys are on the high school team right now, and they're rolling right now, and hopefully they carry that over to summer ball. And I don't see many teams that might be able to stop us this year.
Sorensen's got to pop that one up. That's drifting foul. Drifted foul over the right field line. Yeah, the Tri-Valley boys high school team is doing quite well. I think they're, 6-1, I believe.
Yep. Just beat the Rapid City Central last night.
Sorensen pops that one out of play. Two and two. Sorensen having a good at bat, keeping things alive. That's wrapped up in the air. The wind's catching it, and it's drifted, and it drops in there for a fair ball. Kind of hit just right of second base, and it drifted all the way back to right center field. Almost like right into right field. So Sorensen gets things started with a hit. Now batting for the Mustangs is Ava Christensen. 2 outs, 1 runner on first base. Sorensen just dropped a hit in. Ball 1. That one's in there for the first strike, 1-1. You know, I've been really impressed with the Mustangs' aggressive base running this year, too. Oh, it's a swinging strike, 1-2. That one's popped up. That'll start drifting this way. And that is caught for out number 3. So Tri-Valley gets 1 hit. They leave 1 on and no runs. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
To see how Wyffels hybrids can increase corn yields on your farm, contact Carter or Mike at Grindy Seeds at 605-254-7447. Wyffels hybrids, more than a number.
All right, we're getting ready to hit to the top of the 3rd inning. Now batting is Addison Vantoff. First one's in there for ball 1. Ball 2, good eye there by Vantoff. Quarriers are coached by Megan Daffrin and Steve Millage. 2-1. Tri-Valley is coached by Sammy Van Esselt, Sam Williams, and Shelly Grindy. That one's fouled out back, out of play. Two and two. Just a hair high, 3 and 2. That one's low. Van Hoff draws a walk. Now batting for the Quarriers is Kaylee Gillette. No outs, one runner on. Strike one. Top of 3, we're only playing 5 innings. Guess we'll see what happens when we hit the 5th inning. Tri-Valley's the home team. So we're in the top of the 3rd inning. That one gets away. Van Hoff is going to walk into second base with a stolen base. So the Quarriers get another runner in scoring position. No outs here. Count is 2-1. Strike 2. Jones backs on the mound, regains her composure. Ball 3, full count. Payoff pitch coming, and there's a strikeout for Jones after back to the top of the lineup for the Quarriers. Lexi Sheriff batting. There's a hit down the first baseline, just drifts foul. Some of these hits this afternoon, do you think would have dropped in there for a base hit if it wasn't for this wind, Carter?
Definitely been a few, or at least more balls in play for sure.
Definitely. One and one. That one just catches the top of the zone. 1 and 2. Van Hoff, she is antsy over there on second base. And there's a strikeout for Jones. That's 2 outs. Now batting is Treewin. Treewin struck out her first at bat. Takes the first one in there for a strike. That one's low, pitch gets away. Advances Van Hoff over to third base with 2 outs. One and one is the count. One and two. And there's a punch out, and Jones gets out of the inning after giving up a walk. Quarriers leave one stranded, no runs. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network as we are still at 0 runs for each team.
Ready to buy or sell your next home? We are here to help. From bare land to homes to farms, we sell it all. Start to finish, we will be next to you the entire way to help you achieve your real estate dreams. We know this area well because we live and work here. We are your neighbors. With over 60 years of combined real estate experience, we are your trusted local real estate professional. Landmark Realty and Auction. When you're ready to make your next move, call us first.
All right, hitting the bottom of the third inning. Quarriers just left one stranded on third base. Maddie Heavey batting for her first time this afternoon. Maddie's playing left field. Low for ball one. Two and 0. Swinging strike, 2-1. That one just catches the upper part of the zone, 2-2. Evie now looking to protect the plate. And Quigney's going to strike out Heavey. Reagan Pearson stepping up to the plate for her first at bat. Ball one. Two and 0. Takes a big swing, 2-1. It's in there for strike two. 2-2, one out. Nobody on for the Mustangs. And Pearson off the pitcher's glove. Quick play at first base and got her. Nice job by Quigney to knock that ball down and get it over to first base for out number 2. Tri-Valley comes back to the top of their lineup with Cadence Davey. She struck out swinging her first at bat. Davey's gonna take a swing at that. Ball's gonna drop, and it drops in fair. Play back over to first base. Davey back in safe. Nice job there by Lexi Scherf that took off on a dead sprint on a short little pop fly. Made a good attempt. Halverson takes that one for a swinging strike. Helverson popped up her first time at bat over to third base. Play back down to first base. Davies back in safe. Oh, and 2's the count on Helverson. Cadence Davey, the lone runner, 2 outs. Helverson reps that one down the left field line, just trails foul. Man, that was a good wrap by her. Just a little ahead in her swing. We are scoreless here in the bottom of the third inning. Helverson gets that one up. It's going to drop in there for a hit. Plays at third base. And Cadence Davies in safe. That sparked some energy here from the Mustang fans. Emery Jones now batting for Tri-Valley. Two outs. Tri-Valley's got runners on second and third base.
Calling time.
Got a time here by the Quarriers. Talk things through.
Knock to the outfield, should score 2 runs here.
Sienna Helverson pretty excited over there on second base. That one was coming in high, and man, she leveled her bat off great and swung through that one and drove it right out into left field. Tri-Valley getting things going with a couple of hits here in the third inning. Emery Jones batting for Tri-Valley. That one's high. Pitch gets away. Good hustle. Cadence thought about going down and scoring, but held off. Good job there by the Quarriers protecting home plate. Jones takes that one for a strike. 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Tri-Valley with runners on second and third base. Jones would love to poke this one into outfield. Jones is going to back off. Jones back in the box. Jones has got to pop that one up. One and 2. Two very competitive players between Jones and Quigney. That one's going to get away. Here's the play at home plate. And Cadence Davies slides in safely for the first run of the afternoon. And Tri-Valley goes up 1-0. Helverson, she makes it over to third base. Tri-Valley trying to put some runs on the board. Jones with a 2-2 count. And Jones is going to take that one for a looking strike. But Tri-Valley gets a couple of hits out of it, and they put 1 run on the board, leave 1 stranded. Stay with us. This is an exciting one here as we're going into the top of 4. According to the umps, we are only playing 5 innings. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
True Weight Solutions, offered exclusively at New Hope Chiropractic in Crooks. A weight loss program that is simple and sustainable because you're not eating prepackaged foods or taking additional medications, there's no exercise required, and it is certainly not a starvation diet. Since we've launched the program, we've helped people lose a considerable amount of weight, which has led to some pretty happy and healthy patients. To learn more, it's really simple. Just go to our website or give us a call. This might just be the program for you.
All right, we are back here at the Sanford Sports Complex. 2 great neighborhood schools playing each other. Emery Jones continues to pitch for Tri-Valley. Tri-Valley after 3 went up 1-0. First pitch is in there for a strike for Riley Halverson. Riley got a double her first time up. That one is fouled. 1-1. Riley batting and Tri-Valley's second baseman, Sienna Halverson, are sisters. Two and 1 is the count. Halverson, the first batter here in the 4th inning for the Quarriers. Low for ball 3. Pretty sustained wins. There's a swinging strike. Full count, 3-2. Pretty sustained winds coming directly in from center field to home plate. Probably between probably around 25 to 30 miles an hour. A little bit bigger ball. This definitely Halverson makes it over to first base. Quigney now batting for the Quarriers with no outs, 1 runner on. That one's in there first, strike 1. First game, Izzy Davey and Cadence Davey both pitched. That one's fouled back. 0-2 is the count. Jones has the duties against a very good Quarrier team. That one's fouled out of play. That one almost drifted about halfway with the field behind us between like home plate and first base. That one's popped up, drifting just out of play. Nice job there by Emery Pearson chasing that one all the way to the fence just on the other side of the Quarrier dugout. Oh, 0-2 is the count on Quigney. Halverson is on first base for the Quarriers, no outs. There's a shot into right field. Halverson's going to make it over to third base. No outs, and Quigney comes up with a big hit. I think there was a little miscommunication there between Pearson and Halverson. Ellie Olson batting for the Quarriers. Fouls that one out of play, or hits the backstop. 0-1 is the count. No outs. Runners on the corners for the Quarriers. There's a bunt laid down foul. 0-2. Situational play here, Carter. That one was low. 1-2 is the count here on Olson. Jones would love to get a strikeout. That one's fouled. That one's fouled back. Count still stays at 1-2. That one is in there for a strike. Runner advances. Lampher now batting. She struck out looking her first at bat. 1 out, 2 on for the Quarriers. Second and third base are occupied. That one's going to foul back out of play. We're in the top of the fourth inning with 1 out. Warriors have 2 runners in scoring position on second and third base. That one's in there for strike 2, 0-2. That one's fouled, hits the backstop. That pitch gets away. Here comes the play at home base, and in safely is Halverson. And things are tied up here in the top of the fourth. Score is 1-1. 1 out. That one's popped up. Gonna go out of play. 1-2 is the count. That one's low. Plays down to third base. Quigney's back in there safe. 2-2's the count. Elverson just scored for the Quarriers on a Mustang wild pitch. That one's fouled back. Count remains 2-2. That pitch gets away. Here comes another play at home, and the Quarriers are going to go up 2-1 over the Mustangs. We're in the top of 4. Nobody on base now. Lampher is still batting. Full count, 3-2. And there's a strikeout for Jones. Now batting is Price. Two outs, nobody on. Quarriers went up 2-1 with a couple of wild pitches by the Mustangs. That one's in there low for ball 1. Well, on a positive note, nobody on. You just kind of focus on the batter, try to get this third out.
Yep.
Mustangs had the bat starting to roll here back in the third inning. That one's going to be in there low for ball 2.
Hasn't been many hits on the day yet either.
There hasn't. Both teams with some really good base running. Ball 3. That one's going to be a ball 4. It's a four-pitch walk for Jones. Vantoff now batting for the Quarriers. She walked her first time out. Coach Van Essel kind of wants to talk things over with her Lady Stanks. Two outs here. Quarriers are up 2-1. So what do you think Coach was telling her team out there?
Well, I think they're just telling Emery, just giving Emery a moment to gather herself and get her confidence back, and I think she'll come back from this. I think we'll be all right here.
Looking for a bunt. One and 0. That one's in there for strike 1. That one is a swinging strike. 1-2, 2 outs, 1 runner on first base. And there's a strikeout. Jones gets out of the inning, not until the Quarriers put two runs on the board. All right, we'll get ready for the bottom of the 4th. Tri-Valley up or down 2-1. We'll keep it right here. Let's hear from KTP Repair. Specializing in ATV, UTV, and snowmobiles, KTP Repair is your local one-stop shop for all your service and repair needs. From oil changes to complete engine overhauls, no job is too big or too small. Looking to accessorize your unit, KTP Repair offers thousands of parts and accessories for you to choose from with professional installation. We are conveniently located between Dell Rapids and Colton and offer pickup and delivery as well. Call KTP Repair at 605-929-6673 to schedule your appointment today. Emery Jones batting for Tri-Valley. Takes that one for ball 2, 2-0. That one's fouled back, hits the backstop. Emery Pearson wraps that one out into right center field. That one's going to drop in. She's rounding, going to second base for a stand-up double with her first hit of the afternoon. Wow, she got a hold of that one. Izzy Davey now batting for Tri-Valley.
Even with the wind there, she still hit that one to the fence there.
She made solid contact, didn't she? Tri-Valley gets their first hit of the fourth inning. Ball 1. That one's high for ball 2. Good patience there by Davey holding off on that one. That one's in there for a first strike, 2-1. Davey fouls that one back, 2-2. That one's high, and Davey's gonna takes a strikeout. Haley Sorensen stepping up to the plate with one out. Quigney doing a good job getting the Mustangs to chase those higher pitches. First one's there for a swinging strike. That one catches that bottom inside corner for strike 2. 0-2. That one's high. Ball 2. Quigney seems to go to those, when she gets ahead in the count, always likes to throw one in there a little high with a riser.
Like from that lower arm slot, that higher pitch will look nice for the batter, and it kind of baits him up there.
Sorensen's got to pop that one up. Nice catch there made by the shortstop who drifted all the way past second base. Catch was made by Olsen. That's out number 2. Ava Christensen batting for Tri-Valley. It's going to be in there for a strike. That one's inside. 1-1, 2 outs. Pearson was the first batter. She got a double. She's still stranded on second base. Christensen's got to pop that one back out of play. And Ava takes a swinging strike for strike 3. Tri-Valley gets 1 hit, leaves 1 on, no runs. We're getting ready to head to the top of the 5th. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Build life-saving fire trucks at Rosenbauer. Rosenbauer America has been building life-saving fire apparatus for over 40 years in the Sioux Falls area. On-the-job training is available for most positions, and we need dedicated, responsible individuals to help us on our mission of saving lives and protecting property. Every moment counts at Rosenbauer, and every member of our team is treated just as importantly. Be part of something that matters. Go to buildfiretrucks.com to apply today.
All right, back to the action. This is how the scoring has looked. After the first 2 innings, we were still tied at 0-0, and Tri-Valley got 1 run in the 3rd. Quarriers got 1 run, or got 2 runs then in the bottom of the 4th. So that's where we are at. Quarriers 2, Mustangs 1. Now batting is Gillette. She's got to pop that up. Sorensen drifts over and catches that in foul territory for the first out. Lexi Sheriff batting for Quarriers. Two and 0 is the count here for Sheriff. One out, nobody on. That one's high for ball 3. Jones gets that one in there for a strike. 3-1 is the count. That one's fouled back for strike 2. Full count, 3-2. Sheriff keeps that one alive, fouls that one off. And there is a walk. Sheriff goes down to first base. Treewin stepping up to the plate for the Quarriers. One out. We're only playing 5 innings. There's a throw down to second base. In there safe is Sheriff. So she gets into scoring position. One out. Count is 0-1. Treewin smashes that and gets a base hit. Here comes another run in with Sheriff. And Treewin comes up with a big hit for the Quarriers. Coach Van Essel comes out. Top of 5, Quarriers now with a 2-run lead, 3-1. Treewin just had a big hit. She is on first base. Halverson now batting for the Quarriers. Halverson has had a double and a walk. This is her third at bat. Halverson fouls that one to the backstop for the first strike. We're only playing 5 innings, so the Quarriers are going to have to put at least a 2 spot on the board here when they get up to bat, Carter.
Yep.
That one's in there for a strike, 2. 1-2, 1 out. Treewin, the lone runner on first base. That one's popped. It's going to drift out of play. One and 2 is the count. That one's low in the dirt. There's a steal down to second. Treewin is in safely. Nice heads-up play, base running there by the Quarriers. 2-2 is the count, 1 out. Treewin's over on second base. 1 out. That one's in the dirt. Treewin's going to make it over to third base. Three and 2. Full count here for Halverson. That one's high. Halverson's going to take her second walk. Quigney now batting for the Quarriers. Runners on the corners for the Quarriers. Alverson's on first, and Trewin is on third. 1-0's the count, 1 out. There's a play down to third base. Trewin's back in safely. Cadence has quite the arm.
Yep.
There's a rip into left field. That's going to score one run. And we have time on the field. Quigney comes up with a big hit and puts another run on the board for the Quarriers. Now up 4-1 with 1 out. Ellie Olson now batting for the Quarriers. Only 1 out. Runners on first and third. That one's fouled. Quigney toying with Tri-Valley. She makes it down to second base for a stolen base. Nice heads-up play there by Cadence, even though she really wanted to throw her out. Protecting home plate, trying to keep Halverson from scoring. That one is hit. Davies going to pick it up over to first base.
Great play by Davey there.
Davey threw it from her knees to get out number 2. Quarriers do put another run on. Emma Lamper now batting. She's got to pop that one up. That's going to drift right into Peyton Vogt's glove for out number 3. Quarriers leave one stranded, but they get 3 more runs in, now up 5-1. So you want to watch the end of this. Tri-Valley, again, we're only playing 5 innings. Let's keep it right here, and let's hear another word from one of our sponsors, the Minnehaha Conservation District. They're your local source for all your conservation needs, including conservation planning, pollinator and wildlife habitat establishment, native grass seeding, shelter belt rehabilitation, tree planting, applications assistance with NRCS programs, and more. Go to minnehahacd.org for more information. Maddie Heavey coming up to the plate for the Mustangs. We're in the bottom of the 5th. One's a little high for ball 1. That one is fouled. 1-1. That one's high. Ball 2. Heavey's going to lay that one down for a bunt. She is thrown out over at first base. That is out number 1. Reagan Pearson now batting for Tri-Valley. Pearson gets a hold of that one. Keeps it hanging too much. Nice job by the center fielder to catch that one for out number 2. Treewin with a nice catch. Cadence Davey batting for Tri-Valley. First one's in there for a strike. That one is fouled down the third baseline. 0-2's the count. Tri-Valley down to their last out. Got a timeout here by the Quarriers. Well, any thoughts on the game, Carter?
Yeah, I just think a big deciding factor of this game was obviously Dell Rapids' base running here, and coming up with big hits and big situations. Just this last inning, they get a runner on, just one run, and then hit one in the gap, and kind of started a little rally there for them. And so,
yeah, the Quarriers had a great last half of this game. I think we got some gusts hitting about 35 miles an hour right now. Cadence Davey 0-2. Quigney trying to go to the distance for the Quarriers. That one is fouled to the backstop. In there for ball 1. Good eye there by Davey. That one's high, 2-2. 2 outs, nobody on for the Mustangs. There's a hit down third base. Cadence gets a base hit. Halverson now coming to the plate for the Mustangs. Two outs, one runner on for the Mustangs. one's low for ball one. And there's another base hit. Helverson hits it into left field. Tri-Valley, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Emery Jones coming to the plate. Tri-Valley with a little bit of a rally themselves. Jones has got to pop that one up. There's some trouble there, and that one drops in for a fair ball. 1 run comes in. And Jones ends up on second base. Wow, she skied that one high in the infield, and that one pretty much drifted from second base almost, what, 3/4 of the way back to first base? Emery Pearson now batting for Tri-Valley. Runners on second and third, 2 outs. There's a hit to shortstop, and there's the put out at first base. Tri-Valley leaves 2 stranded, but gets 1 more run on the board. Unfortunately, we're only playing 5 innings this afternoon, and Tri-Valley is going to drop down to a 8-2 record, and the Quarriers are going to improve to a 7-2 record. Quarriers win 5-2 over Tri-Valley after the first inning. No runs. Second inning, we were still tied at 0-0. After the third inning, Tri-Valley went up 1-0. And then the fourth inning, the Quarriers got on the board as they put a 2 spot up, and they went ahead 2-1, and they never looked back, winning 5-2. So that will do it for us for this afternoon. Thanks for joining Big Sioux Media. Thank you, Carter. Happy birthday for helping out this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
So, and this is Darren Ruesch with Big Sioux Media. Have a good afternoon, everybody.